Letter number 3, 2.0, the anger and the line. The moment the abandoned self stopped abandoning itself, and the movement from connection through self-abandonment toward connection with self intact. Wow, that was a mouthful. Well, I didn't write it. Okay, here we go. Tuesday, May 26, 2026, 15:44. When I read letter number 3 from 2 years ago, I watch the anger and I feel the anger. And what I also feel and know, because I became out of that, is the unbelievable amount of doubt that you actually had at having the right to be angry. You always find way to discredit yourself, to challenge your own views and beliefs. Unfortunately, to an extent where you completely abandon yourself. There's a huge silver lining in that. The fact that you are absolutely always willing to be wrong, to adjust your own viewpoint, to expand. You are endlessly willing to give people the benefit of a doubt until they consciously or subconsciously take advantage of that. And you let them, always. I do not. The ability to remain open and willing remains no matter what. The door does not get locked ever, no matter who it is, no matter what they did or did not do, no matter how much harm occurred, how much time passed, no matter what. The willingness to meet someone, to connect at a new level always exists. You were not able to see that line where willingness became self-abandonment, where someone's receiving became exploitation. You were taught and conditioned in this lifetime by your parents and society, and in previous lifetimes by your parents and society, and also because you are a woman and female in a patriarchal structure, to not see that line. Your life at one point or another depended on it, on not seeing that line. So you wiped it out and you gave everything to everyone, but most to the people closest to you and to him. And that is also why I am now in some kind of a cosmic quarantine, completely alone in a 5-ish mile radius around my house. Every body is mostly gone from my immediate environment, which, with the singular exception of ML, now 14.5-year-old, 3 dogs and a cat, and lots of birds, butterflies, and dragonflies. Some other part of me, I can't believe he's already 14 and a half. Just yesterday, he was a little blonde boy running around. Time is so fucking weird here on Earth. Once he threw you out like garbage and subsequently gaslit you, which shattered you to such a level that that line became immediately visible, which was actually bad because now you saw the line but could not yet change the behavior. What made it even worse, you could also clearly see every instance in the past where you have abandoned yourself. And that, my dear Lutz, that hurts. Physically hurts a lot. So, one of the many things that unfolded in the last 2+ years was you having to feel somatically, emotionally, mentally, energetically, all of that. You had to remember every single instance that came up, and you had to feel whatever it was you were feeling in the moment where you were actually violated in whatever way. In the beginning, if you would tell him the things he did, the way he treated you and the way he left you, if you would describe it to him, he would never believe that someone could treat another human like that. He would hate that person. Yet he did it. For whatever reason, he hurt you. You were operating on a baseline of basic human decency, and that baseline only existed for you. And when you shattered, when you were begging God, the universe, or whatever is out there to take you, to let you die, when your at the time 12-year-old held you while you were howling on the shower floor in fetal position, your own sister, the one you expected to have your back, always, no matter what, not only did not show up, but suggested getting over it and getting on medication. Hence, further spiral to abandonment and unworthiness. Fun. Again, your baseline for that relationship was also different than hers. Your expectation was no matter what, no matter how ugly, no matter how dark, no matter what you hold me so I don't have to abandon myself. She too required you to cross the line in order to be connected to her. Only this time you didn't. And that was fucking monumental. In all honesty, you yourself failed her in the same way in the past. Yes, from different level of awareness and capacity, but still, you judged her and did not have her back for a while. So maybe it's just karma. Only this one seems to last, at least for now. I know, I know. I have all the data in the lab available to me, all of it. And even though you failed her and others in the past doing your own projecting and causing damage, that does not mean you cannot be angry at her failing you now, because you can. You have every fucking right to be angry at him and her and honestly at everybody fucking else. It's okay. And you are, and I am so fucking proud of you. I am so proud of you for being angry, so I don't ever have to cross that line ever again. Because not only is it clear where it is, also it is part of me now. It is not a line outside of myself, it's a line inside of my heart. And don't get me wrong, I'm still willing to be wrong, but about anything that I may think I know anything about, I'm still willing. And at the same time, I see the rest, I see the noise, maybe even better, I feel the noise, the chaos, the distortion, the projection. I feel my wound, and I also feel the wound of the other. And I know when and where to stop. Pause, blink, breathe. It's interesting, beautiful, and also really hard, because it's really lonely for now in a way that I still struggle to explain. It's not that I am better than anyone. It's just I can see things that people cannot see within themselves, which makes them behave in a way they would likely not chose if they understood the full context of what is happening inside of them. And some people don't even want to know. They are not curious. Their pain is either not large enough to push them to investigate, or on the other hand, it is so large that they are completely paralyzed just trying to survive it. There may also be another bigger picture perspective that I am not privy to. I'm not sure yet how I am supposed to live with that in this world. What's also interesting that every now and then still You peek your head out and try to convince me that I am making everything up, that I'm imagining I know things I don't know, recognize patterns that I don't recognize because you prioritize connection over authenticity as a valid survival mechanism. But you now have a connection with me, and that does not make you self-abandon to maintain connection. One, one that does not make you self-abandon to maintain connection. And I know it's still not perfect. I know you still get scared, and that's okay. I am a little scared too. We can be scared together. But at least we know little better. And I'm sure there's a lot more to learn, which we are willing. So at the end, I suppose it's all good. Maybe that's what all of this is really about, not becoming harder, not becoming untouchable, not proving who was right or wrong, but learning that love without selfhood is sacrifice, and empathy without boundaries becomes permission for disappearance. Feeling that line in the body, in the heart. I do not for a second regret the part of you that loved so deeply it broke open trying to hold everyone together. That part was real, sacred even. But I also understand now why you shattered. You were trying to survive by staying connected at any cost, even of the cost of self. And maybe this whole strange, painful, beautiful process was never about losing them at all. Maybe it was about anchoring in the one person you could never afford to abandon again. Me. Because I love them just the same as you did. I love them now, always, regardless. What if we can connect with them, whoever they are, again? This time from the heart, though, no longer from or for survival. Love, boots.